Welcome back to Candlepin for Kids. We've got a Smoke the Shoe segment with frequent bowler, Austin LaPlante. Austin, you tried out for our show for years now, right?
Yeah, I think 2 or 3.
Have you ever not come in third place and been an alternate to the show?
Besides the team events, I believe.
And then team events where we take 4, you usually come in...
4th.
Or 5th, right? Just missing. You came in 4th once, and it was only because we screwed up, right? We announced you in 4th when you were really in 5th, something like that.
Yeah.
Now you're looking to make up for it today in this one-box Smoke the Shoe. We gave you the option whether you'd rather bowl me or John. What did you ask right away when I gave you that option?
I chose you.
And he chose me because why? Because I didn't defeat my previous challenger, right?
Yeah.
But you're a little older, you're 15, so I'm going to get 3 balls against you. But you have the tiebreaker, meaning all you got to do is tie me to win. So you looking forward to it?
Yep.
Okay if I use your bowling balls?
Yeah.
It makes it fair, right?
Yeah.
All right, take a seat for a minute. You can talk to Robbie.
I'll take your microphone, Dan. So Austin, talk to me here. What do you think Dan's going to get?
Probably at least 8.
At least 8, you think?
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. First ball's on the head pin. He's got 7. What do you think of the spare leaf? You think she's got a shot at this?
If the wood was still there, possibly.
But no otherwise?
No.
No chance, you're right. So it looks like you're going to have a 9 to shoot. Why did you pick Dan instead of John, by the way?
Because Dan's a lot older. He's a lot younger. So I think...
Well, it would be more difficult to beat John. All right, well, go get him. Let's see what you can do, Austin.
Quality 9, Rob.
It was a decent 9. Austin, when I asked Austin why he picked you over John, he said, because Dan is a lot older.
Did you tell him with age comes experience?
I did not tell him that. I told him he made the right choice.
I could have done better than a 9.
John Boudreaux throwing some trash talk into the equation.
I don't, you know, Rob, look at this. How are you going to make 9 out of this? It's pretty much impossible.
9. You got to be really full on that head pin or get something coming off the wall. Here we go! No! What a try by Austin! He goes into the fetal position.
We'll call 911 and be back after this.
Welcome back to Candlepin for Kids. Kayla Croto throwing the first ball on lane number 3.
Half Worcester. She had visions of starting off with an easier leave than that.
I bet she did. She's trying to chip into a 10-pin deficit, and a tough break there while Dani Mansur puts a nice little mark up to get things underway in the second. Tough out by Kayla. And that's a tough box. When you're just off the head pin on that first one, you make the adjustment and find the head pin, and you still only got 4 pins down.
I was going to say it was one of our closer matches, but, you know, spare against the 5. Not the direction we wanted to see it go. It start off the second half.
15 and a ball, and Josh does have 2 balls. So we'll see if Kayla can heat up. Dani Mansur trying to put her foot on the throat right now. Interestingly, we'll see if that wood helps redirect the 5 pin. It's gonna give it a shot. Oh wow!
Laughing. That's one thing you could never say about Dani is that she never takes the game so seriously as she can't smile.
You're never really afraid of her punching a ball return.
I have a feeling we're going to see her again in a couple months down at PAX East, the gaming convention in Boston. We seem to run into her there all the time.
So much to look forward to. Very true. No, it's a fun event.
You can go see her at the Magic the Gathering window. Anybody who wants to meet her and get an autograph should show up there.
Very true. One of her hobbies. Kayla does look uncomfortable up there. We'll see if she can regain herself a little bit.
Yeah, she was never throwing off to the right earlier. I don't know if she just... It almost like she's got a sticky shoe.
Yeah. See if she's able to make the adjustment.
If that's what it is, and it'd be a really hard thing to overcome. You just don't... You know, if you stepped on a drop of water...
No, it's true.
It takes a couple hours usually for that shoe to dry out.
As we mentioned, 232 is the target score for our 2 teams today. If they're able to beat that, that would guarantee them first in our Tournament of Champions.
Wow, Dani Mansur can sign. You should do your interview with her in sign language, Rob, because you took a sign language class.
I did take a class.
I'm going to put you up to that challenge. We're going to see if you respond.
With a microphone in my hand? I think I could probably ask her name, and that's about it. I was more of a gesturer than a than a signer. Definitely learned a lot, though.
Portsmouth Bolorama, a popular place on a Saturday afternoon, starting to really fill up.
It is. For anybody saying this game is dead, it's buzzing right now.
They got bumpers. They have a beautiful snack bar, as we found
Oh my goodness, delicious.
Make just about anything you want in there.
Our great ball by Kayla and absolutely nothing to show
Wow.
for it. You can't ask for much more than that.
I've only seen this go once. I've heard about a person who made it a second time.
It'd be great to have it on camera, but Kayla's going to go a little right. Dani trying to put one on the head pin there. She struggles.
According to Boudreaux, we've got a 23-pin lead for Yaratz and Mansur.
And Josh has 2 balls. He's going to take the lane now as our ladies take a seat.
And lead or no lead, what these two bowlers are looking to do here, not only impress the crowd, but throw the double strike.
Josh only needs 1 to start.
Josh needs 1.
Right here.
I'm not going to put it past Riva either.
Absolutely not. The ball he's been
The
throwing
main
so far
crew today was extremely well represented. They had a third bowler who I was pretty proud of today,
Maxwell.
too. Oh, boy, it's
Another
3
one.
in a row.
Now Josh going for that double. Little full.
Riva has nothing to be ashamed of in this match. He
Absolutely
is
not.
punching that head pin out.
And that second ball is
Look at
always
that.
right on the object pin.
Not only does he clear, all the pins on one side on his second ball, but he's taking at least a pin on the other side every time, too. It's something to go back and look at and be fairly proud of this, and he's cleaning it up.
Now 3 object pins right there for Riva, and it still does keep him within. If he were to get that double strike, it would jump him right back into the match.
I want to see him get a mark just so the viewers at home can see what we saw in the warm-up.
Absolutely.
He was throwing mark after mark, and then when he did throw spread eagles, he just about made them.
Now it's a little off, but he's going to have a much easier spare leave. Josh off as well, and also a spare leave. Although if that wood clears out, it's going to get a lot more difficult.
I had him, he gets a spare.
Evan just left. Josh now right on it. Wow. Through him.
Is it possible to go 2 full on the 189? Because he just did.
The pin went through him and the ball went through him too. And a tough 8 for Evan.
I think it's a privilege to get to see these two bowlers, Rob. Josh, like we talked about earlier, really coming into his own in the last 2 years.
Absolutely.
Probably started, I think I first took notice when he knocked off John Boudreaux for an all events a couple years ago, and I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No.
And hasn't really looked back since then.
No, absolutely true. Back when I was in the Pilgrim Youth League, Josh bowled on my team for a year, and he frequently had flashes of, brilliance. Those big games, he would throw a 130, a 140 here and there, but he also had the standard 90s that come with the younger bowlers, but it seems like he's starting to outgrow some of those 90 games and starting to throw the big ones a bit more frequently.
I think he would have laughed if he had made that one. He could have gone back
I think
and
a lot of us would have.
at a replay. John's chuckling over there.
So our boys have 2 boxes left to try to energize our crowd here.
The match looks to be any kind of a foregone conclusion, and unless he throws a couple of marks, I'm not seeing Team Yaratz and Mansur take over the #1 seed.
So that leaves us a double strike.
And it leaves us at just,
Oh, nearly won there. Great ball
the
by
ability
Josh.
to try to impress the people watching, because I want to see some marks. These guys are really good bowlers.
Ooh. Yeah, take a look, Billy. Billy Bloom is going to take a look at that wood. Billy Bloom keeps our score by hand, while Jonathan Boudreaux keeps it for the crowd at home. And Billy Bloom elects to decide the wood's okay, and we'll see if Josh can run this one down. Job well done by Billy. Polite applause from some members of the audience.
With that, running all the way down there, I think he should have played it just for us.
It looked like he couldn't decide, really. Kind of split the two of them.
Had a good lead without the wood.
1 box to go for our bowlers. Looks like Josh Yaratz. Well, we know Josh Yaratz and Dani Mansur will be going into our Tournament of Champions. They will have a first-round matchup against Kylie Josefiak and Alex Hazard. I think that'll be a fun one to watch.
No rest for the weary.
Josh, there's a strike. He's going to give himself a shot at the end here.
I have a feeling about it, too.
Waiting till the midnight hour here. Evan, again, Another second ball on the object pin.
Well, the viewers at home, I feel bad for him, Rob. They just don't get a chance to see what an unbelievable bowler that kid is. Hopefully he'll be back again and try out again.
Right. Josh going for the double.
The hard way.
No dice for Josh. A strong performance for him. I mentioned he threw a 116 in his first match this season, and he ends up with a 117 here this afternoon. So Dani Mansur and Josh Yaratz advance to our Tournament of Champions. Strong bowling performance by all our bowlers, Kayla Croto and Riva as well. Let's see if we can hit the high-low jack when we come back.